Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am very happy to have you here, guys. I am very excited because today I will share with you what are some of my new fragrances in my collection. I think I have around 5 or 6. I don't have a lot because I'm not like actively looking into adding new fragrances in my collection. This is a very casual video. Let me know what are your latest purchases in terms of fragrances and how do you feel about them. I would love to know that. Also, guys, if you don't mind, please like the video because it would help me a lot with the algorithm on YouTube. And I always forget to mention this. I have a bit of everything, guys. I have a bit of blind buying. I have one huge fail. I have a fragrance that I love. Okay, so I don't have it currently with me, but I want to begin with a fragrance that's a backup. Basically, the fragrance is from the house of Junaid, and I'm sure you can guess. The fragrance is Sajaya Gold, of course. Yes, unfortunately, it is discontinued. I was quite sad to hear about it, but what can you do? Hopefully they will come out with something similar in the future, if not something even better, who knows. I have finished my first bottle of Sajaya Gold in like 3 months. I don't know, guys, I swear, like that fragrance went like this, you know, like I got it and in this much time it was like empty. Now I am on my second bottle and I have a third bottle that's like the backup that I bought, but it's like in my backup closet. Those who actually got to buy this fragrance, I had amazing feedback for this one so far, but then a lot of you did not get to buy it and you told me that you cannot find it anymore and it's discontinued. So this is why I don't want to spend too much time on this one. If you are in Europe, you can still find it. If you see that I'm playing with my hair and everything, it's because it's so hot. And I keep moving my hair from one side to the other so I can actually get some air, you know. But yes, what I wanted to tell you, when it comes to Junaid fragrances, if you are based in Europe, expect to pay more than double the price for the same fragrance than the price you would pay if you were to buy it from the Middle East, for instance. Yeah, like I said, I got this one for more than double the price, but I love it, and for me it's worth it, you know. For me it's the kind of fragrance that I would pay even triple the price to have it, you know. Oh my gosh, guys, it's like so hot, like I swear, like I am melting away. But yes, let me actually go and grab the other fragrances and I will be back. So yes, let's continue with the fragrance that if you have watched this video, then you most likely knew I was going to add it to my collection at one point or another. The fragrance is from the house of Ahmed and Maghribi and the fragrance is called Anab. And this is how it looks. I don't know if you can see. Let me see. Yeah. Let me just show you how beautiful the presentation is for Anab. And keep in mind, this is more of an affordable fragrance. Basically, here you have the logo of Ahmed and Maghribi. Here in the back you have all the ingredients. Here you have some flowers. Here you have the name of the fragrance. Here you have a QR code, you have the batch details and everything. As a reference, guys, mine is from 2021. It was manufactured on the 4th of July 2021, yes. And when you open it, this is how the bottle looks. I think it's very cute. I mean, honestly, I was expecting it to look a bit more cheap. The cap is a little bit cheapy, like it's a very thin cap and very light in weight, you know, but the overall bottle is quite heavy and very beautiful. So yes, here again you have like a sticker and says eau de parfum for external use only, so on and so forth, made in United Arab Emirates. If you've watched that video, I told you that this fragrance basically smells like kiwi and melted, sweet, thick, dense white chocolate and musk. And this is how it smells. It smells delicious, honestly. And I mean, I don't know if you can see, but I have used like a little bit of it. I used it before I went to sleep and I love it. But let me just tell you that once, I don't know what was in my mind, but I put 6 sprays of this one before I went to sleep. And I sprayed it like on my chest, on my pajamas, and it smelled so strong that I had to go and change my pajamas. This is a strong fragrance, so be aware with the number of sprays. This is a very strong fragrance. Surprisingly, guys, this was right when I first got it, and then the second night I actually did 4 sprays of this one and it was very enjoyable, and I could smell it even after I woke up the next day. So surprisingly, the lasting power of this one is very good, especially on clothes. It will last for days because it's very oily and it sticks to the clothes. Yes guys, I'm very happy to have it. It's such a easy to love kind of fragrance. Actually, someone bought it based on my recommendations and she told me that she loves it, and she described it in such a beautiful way. She said that it smells like kiwi and white chocolate ice cream. And I have to say, I agree with what she says. It has this like, not cooling, but like ice creamy touch to it. I don't know. It smells really great. Yeah, it smells delicious basically. It smells delicious, like I've said in that video. Whenever I wear this one, it's almost like I want to, you know, like I want to lick it to taste it a little bit. But yes, that was Anab by Ahmed al Maghribi. My first full bottle Ahmed al Maghribi purchase. And I am very surprised. Let me show you a fragrance that was unfortunately a bit of a fail. This one is from the house of Lattafa. The bottle looks absolutely beautiful. It's very heavy. You could use it to like lift weights, you know, you could use it to like hit someone if you had to. But the fragrance itself, I don't like it guys. Like I don't like it at all, honestly. This one is Bade'e al Oud, the amethyst version. Yes, the bottle looks very beautiful, and let me just tell you, basically it looks exactly like the regular Bade'e al Oud, but it has now here like written Lattafa with like letters that like you can feel them basically, you know. From here it actually smells okay, but when I apply it on my skin, okay, so let me tell you what my problem with the fragrance is. It smells so artificial. Like, I don't know if it's just my nose, but it smells so fake, so artificial. It smells like it's a fragrance that's meant to be like a chemical product used for cleaning your cars, with a fragrance like perfumey touch to it, you know. It doesn't smell like it's supposed to be a perfume that you, I don't know, like. And the notes looked very promising. But what I will do is I will actually let this one sit for a while, and I will try to see if for whatever reason I will get something new out of this one, because like I said, currently I do not like it. It has listed bergamot, vanilla, amber, oud, rose, but it's so, I mean, out of my head I can think of like a dozen of other rosewood combos that I prefer to this one, you know. And yeah, for me at the moment it's a huge miss, and I would not advise you to blind buy it. I don't know guys, I don't know. It's not what I was expecting. Like, the first time I smelled it, in all honesty, I was like, what the hell, because it smelled fake, like it smelled like chemically. It smelled, basically you have the DNA of Bade'e al Oud, you have that saffron patchouli touch, but the patchouli is more subdued in this one, but you have the DNA of Bade'e al Oud with oud, but it's not, how to say, like rose and oud combos can smell so luxurious and so opulent and so decadent and so rich and sophisticated and royal like. This one, honestly, it's not the fragrance that gives me those vibes. By the way, if you have this fragrance, please let me know what you think about it, because I'm very curious to see, is it just my nose? Do I just have to let this one sit for a while? Will I just fall in love with it? Is this one the kind of fragrance that grows on you? Because I've definitely had fragrances that I found them like too much when I first tried them, but as the months went by, I actually started to love them. One of them is Oud Aswad by Swiss Arabian, and when I first smelled it, it was like a huge no, but now it's in like my top 10 for life collection, you know. So yes, let me know how do you feel about Bade'e al Oud Amethyst, and if you overall enjoy it or not, because maybe it's just my nose, we will see. Let's move on to a fragrance that actually had a sample of this one for like many years ago, and for whatever reason I was going through my sample collection and I came about this one and I sprayed it, and maybe it's because I let the sample like macerate for like good few years, but I have fallen in love with the fragrance. The fragrance is from the house of Haramain and the fragrance is called Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. If you love sweet fragrances and if you love spices, this is like a dream for spice lovers, guys. This has every spice that you could think of, not like herbs used for spices in cooking, but like every spice that you can think of, this one has it. You have cinnamon, you have star anise, you have some dry fruit, some tobacco, but the tobacco is such a soft tobacco. It's not a tobacco, it's not a stinky tobacco, you know, it's a very balanced tobacco, I would say. It's so warm, it's so intoxicating, it's so spicy. And you know what I appreciate about this one? They were not afraid to like go in with the spices. I have actually read some comments on Fragrantica and people have mentioned that for them this is too spicy. It has too many spices in a large quantity. But this is something that I actually appreciate about this fragrance. The fact that you have spices, like they promised spices, you have spices. Yes, it's a gorgeous fragrance, guys, like gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. It is indeed similar with Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, but I have smelled Tobacco Vanille so many years ago that I am not like, I do not remember exactly how that one smelled, so I can compare these ones. But I am telling you this: if you enjoy a warm fragrance, like the kind of fragrance that like it almost like it radiates heat, if you enjoy a blast of spices, but not like a dash of spices there, you know, for marketing. No, like if you enjoy like, let's say, like full blown beautiful rich spices, you will love this fragrance. You will love this fragrance. To me, this is a sophisticated fragrance, this is a statement fragrance, an elegant fragrance, and a perfect unisex fragrance. I actually have sprayed a few sprays of this one on my partner and it works so well on him. I actually feel like it even works better on him because he has like warmer skin, more warmer features than me, and yeah, for whatever reason, like, and he also has like thicker skin, you know, so it worked amazing on him, but I love it on me as well. This is the kind of fragrance that you can get and wear it with your partner. And again, this is the sort of fragrance that for me, I needed time to grow in love with this one. When I first smelled it, I was not blown away by this one, I have to be very honest with you. But now I actually do really enjoy it. I have to definitely test it more because I have not worn this one that much. I've only did like few sprays here and there, you know. So I have to test it more and I will do like a proper review for this one. Let's move on to another fragrance from Lattafa, but this fragrance this time it's actually a huge hit for me. So thank you so much thank you so much to everybody who recommended me to try out this fragrance. I actually really do like it, and I am going to do a review for this one in the future, but I want to test it a bit more because this is quite a new fragrance in my collection. The fragrance is called Opulent Red, and it's a newer release from Lattafa, and this is how the bottle looks. I mean, I have to be very honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the color. I feel like it's too saturated. And combined with this gold, that again, it's too saturated. I feel like they went for an opulent look, but to me it looks cheap. They could have gone for like a darker kind of red, for like a deeper red, but whatever, besides the point, guys, besides the point. Because let me tell you something, when you pay for Lattafa fragrances, you don't pay for the packaging. I mean, the thing is, they're so affordable, so packaging, like, I don't have a lot of expectations, you know, even though, let me tell you, you can be surprised. For instance, like with this one, the packaging, guys, it's so heavy, like I can legit like do weights with this, you know, and it's very beautiful. I actually enjoy the color of this one. It's like an, how is that color called in English, like aubergine? I don't know, but it's that sort of color with gold. I think it looks very beautiful. Now this one, guys, this is such a beautiful fragrance, like, again, a statement fragrance, but like a wearable statement fragrance, like a wearable fragrance, but with, like I said, with a statement edgy side. This could have easily been a flanker to the OG Alien, but like the old formulations of Alien, not the current versions. Those where the jasmine was like in your face, a little bit animalic, cold jasmine. This is the kind of jasmine that you have here. I would say in the opening, a lot of people might find it challenging, but after like 20 minutes you start to get the Alien DNA, but like with an added like dry, green, aromatic and slightly herbaceous or like herbal touch, which is the sage in this one. If you've burned sage, if you've ever had sage or like burned sage or even used it for cooking purposes, you know how sage smells, and you will find the scent of sage in this one. So why I'm saying that the opening might be a bit off-putting for some people is because in the opening you have like a little bit of everything. Without going too much into details, if you get this one, if you decide to get it, give this one like a good 10 to 15 minutes, because this is more like a chameleonic like fragrance. This changes to the point where like it smells nothing like it smelled in the opening, you know. And my favorite part about this one is the dry down. And also, let me tell you, the performance is amazing. I sprayed this one when I got it while I was at home. I sprayed it on like a cotton t-shirt, and even after days, like that cotton t-shirt is in the washing at the washing place, and I can still smell the fragrance on that t-shirt, so it sticks very well to clothing. That one was a big hit for me. I really enjoyed that fragrance. And how I would describe it, guys, it's less challenging than Orchid Prairie from the Le Command collection from Rosassi, but it's more challenging than, for instance, the OG Alien or like Essence Absolue. I would say it's more challenging than those. It's more edgy because of that sage touch. Oh, and by the way, I know this gets compared to Rouge Malakite a lot. I have not tried that fragrance, so I can only share my thoughts about how this one smells on its own and in comparison to other Alien flankers. But guys, as a conclusion, I love this fragrance. It's not a safe blank buy. It's a fragrance with a big personality. It's a statement fragrance. It has an edgy side because of the added sage touch. I feel like this is the kind of fragrance that stands out. It's a statement sort of fragrance, and you know what, I would actually see this one on those women who have like beachy faces, you know, who are like very serious, you know, who don't smile a lot. For some reason, when I smell this one, I think of those sorts of women, because it has this like very demanding attitude, but at the same time, as you wear it, it gets more and more beautiful. And just like those women, you know, like they first look like unapproachable and everything, but once you get to know them, they can actually be the sweetest, you know. Yes, let's move on to the last fragrance, guys. This is a fragrance that I just like randomly decided to add it to my collection. The fragrance is from Mauboussin, and the fragrance is called Mademoiselle Twist. And the fragrance looks like this. I don't know how to show it to you. It's like one of those like spinners, or however you call it, you know, that you can do it like this. Yeah, this is, yes, whatever. I decided to get this one because I've seen that it is compared to Poison Girl, and I like the Poison Girl DNA. And it smells great. I have nothing bad to say. I will just hold it like this because it's easier for me. This looks like a UFO, you know. Oh yeah, interesting bottle design. I like it, guys. I do really like it. I have worn it, but just for a little bit, because I've had this like in my collection for what, like 2 days, 3 days. So yes, it's not a fragrance that I got a lot of wear out of it. But so far, what I can tell you, imagine a more lighter, brighter floral take on Poison Girl. If you want something that's very similar to Poison Girl, get Eternia Woman from Haramain. That is an amazing fragrance. The opening is synthetic, artificial, a little bit bothering, but give that one like 10 minutes and it will shine. This one, I would say, compared to that one and to Poison Girl, it's a lighter, more brighter floral take. This is a summer fragrance basically, but again, a summer fragrance for those who do not like typical summer fragrances, you know. So yes, guys, those were all my new fragrances that I have added to my collection in the last month and a half, I think. So far, guys, I will have to say this is such a successful, I mean, it's not even a haul, like a small haul if I can call it. It's a very successful one. The only huge hit that I had, not huge hit, huge miss that I had was this one from Lattafa, but we will see, who knows, maybe I will actually grow to love that one as well. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what fragrances have you added to your collection. Let me know what are some of your latest blind buys and if you enjoy them or not. Like I said, if you have any of these fragrances, please let me know how do you feel about them. I would love to know that. And yes, follow me on Instagram if you want. Don't forget to like the video, please. It would help me a lot. So yes, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I want to wish you an amazing day wherever you are. Bye. Mwah.